I just put up a video about the train fare rises, but I think there's more to be said, actually. The British Rail was privatised in 1993 when it stopped being a publicly owned company and was separated into at least 100 different parts. And it doesn't matter whether or not you think a privatised system is better than a publicly owned system. The reality is that over the last 10 years, the rail system has dwindled into utter chaos. And so the private owners like Railtrack and what is Avanti and so on, these things don't seem to be working together. And part of the reason why the fares are so enormous is that there isn't any clear regulation. A profit has to be paid out, which reduces the opportunity for fare cuts, unlike the sort of cheaper travel that you'll find in Europe. When it comes to strike action, the rail companies are indemnified against losses to the tune of about £1 billion. So the rail companies are still making money even if the trains aren't running. And that's the extraordinary reality. So cutting ticket offices, it may save 89, 90 million pounds, but that's a small fraction of the £1 billion spent spent on the insurance to stop the rail company bosses getting their money for their shareholders and for their management. This is well, Mick Lynch would say this is an extraordinary rip-off. As somebody who uses rail, and every time I take a train there is a problem, and I've started to record this on YouTube, so all you have to do is go back and you'll see problem after problem after problem. And you just think, what is the point? Well, in my case, I don't have very much alternative. I don't drive a car, so I can't leap in the car and go off to Manchester or something. I am dependent on the railway system. I've never learned how to drive a car. I can depend on other people, of course, but I'd rather jump on a train and be assured that there's the silence and a desk or something, or a table for me to get some work done, so the journey isn't a complete waste where I'm sitting looking at an ever-changing road and feeling slightly nauseous. And you pay so much for that privilege, and then when you get on the train, it doesn't happen. I don't know what the solution is, but very often getting on a train in Britain, particularly in England, it's cheaper to go somewhere by plane. That's nonsensical. In a country which will shortly be celebrating the invention of the railways and Stephenson's rocket. I think actually we've already passed the actual invention of the railways, which was a little coal mining thing down in Wales. But Stephenson's rocket, the anniversary of that, is fast approaching. 100 years, 200 years of railways, and this is what we've got to talk about. The fact that the railways don't work, the fact that the railways are expensive, the fact that somebody is profiting, and it's certainly not the customer using the service.